Hello and welcome to Journey to Lasting Love, the podcast. I am your host, Tina Shayani, and the head coach at T-Shay Coaching. If you are looking to attract a loving partner to build a relationship with that gets better with time, if you are looking to deepen your current relationship, or you just want to live a happier life, you are in the right place. Every week we will discuss a new topic that will bring you understanding, clarity, and the tools to become the best version of yourself, the happiest version of yourself. Good morning and welcome to Journey to Lasting Love. As you know by now, I hope, and if you are new, I am Tina Shayani. I am your host here at Journey to Lasting Love. I am also the head coach at T-Shay Coaching, where we help people attract and build lasting, loving relationships. So if you know someone that would benefit from this content, please invite them. So we have a very interesting topic today. So our topic today is, why do I keep attracting the wrong people? Let's jump right into that right now. Does this sound familiar? You meet someone, everything is great, and after a while, after a short time, and sometimes unfortunately after a long time, things just fizzle out and the person is emotionally unavailable, they don't want to move forward, or it's just not happening. It's just not time. It's just not working. And every time you come to the conclusion and ask yourself, what's wrong with me? We get into this cycle of believing that there is something wrong with us. And the next time we attract a similar person and another person who is just not right. So it feels like everyone out there is the same because we keep attracting the same relationship, but with a different person. And it's so frustrating. And it almost comes to the point that you feel hopeless. It's not about that it didn't work this time, but so many people tell me, maybe I'm just unlucky. Maybe love isn't meant for me. And the thing I hear the most is, it's so rough out there. If I hear that one more time, it's so tough out there. And yes, it's tough out there. Life is never easy. It never has been. And I hear from the men, oh, the women are so shallow, or this or that, and I want this kind of a woman. And then I hear the exact same story from the women. Oh, the men are shallow. They don't act like men. And like, here are these wonderful men and these amazing women, and they all have similar complaints. So it can't be that all men are bad or all women are bad. And the truth of the matter is, we don't need to find 100 life partners. We need just one. So yes, it does feel like there are a lot of the wrong person out there, because the truth is that most people that we meet are not going to be for us. So that is a major thing. Yes, you're going to go on possibly many dates that lead to nowhere, and that is perfectly okay. And part of attracting the wrong person is that it teaches you what the right person is, but that takes awareness. So here's the thing. Attraction is not an accident. It's not something that just happens magically. Why is it that some people attract a certain person and some people attract something completely different? We attract things because, not randomly, not by mistake, but because of the signals that we put out into the world, where we put our focus, and what type of people we respond to. So the world is a really amazing place, and we are such amazingly powerful creatures. If only we learn, and you can learn, how powerful you really are, that life isn't happening to you, but you are co-creating. You are part of the creation process. And what you are attracting is not because the universe or somebody out there or something or whatever has it out for you and just wants to ruin your life and make you miserable. It's not that you are unlucky. It's not because you're not attractive enough. It's not because you're overweight. It's not any of those things. And the people that tell me, and I get this a lot, another frustration, but that's okay. That's what I'm here for, is, well, if I lost 20 pounds, I would be able to meet someone. Do you know any overweight people that are in relationships? Do you know any people that are not supermodels that are also in relationships? So the truth is, with the right focus, with the proper attitude and intention, everyone, including you, can find the love and relationships they dream of. But in order to do that, we have to shift within ourselves. So I'm going to share a little secret of how the universe works. So picture that you go out into the world looking for something. You have a particular world view. Now, your subconscious mind and your mind is programmed to prove you right. So if you go out into the world expecting something, you are more than likely going to find that thing. So if you're going out into the world with the attitude of all men are stupid, or all women are gold diggers, or whatever this thing is that you have set up in your mind for whatever reason, because you met one or two people that were like that, when you set yourself up that way, when you go out into the world, those are the things that you're going to notice. So what is it that you want to notice in the world? So we have the power. We have the power to change our point of attraction. You are so powerful. We, each and every human being, we are so much more powerful than we imagine. And if you change your focus going out into the world, the entire world around you will change. Why? Some people say that it's the universe sending you those things. Possible that more of those things can enter your life. But another possibility is that because that's where your focus is, those are the things that you're going to notice when you go out into the world. Our brain is designed to filter through millions and millions of stimuli every day. If we were to notice everything that's around us every day, the human system would crash and burn because there is just too much to notice in the world. So it's like putting in a program with your beliefs are a program. It's the software program that makes you focus on certain things. And those things that you believe, your mind always wants you to be right. So the world and your focus conspires to prove you right. So do you want to believe that all men are, I don't know, whatever word you want to look for, bad, shallow, stupid, mean, cruel, cheaters, whatever, fill in the blank with whatever your belief is. If you have that belief, when you go out into the world, those are the people that are going to notice. And we are also made of frequency. We are like radio signals. So whatever is going on our inside is broadcast into the world. So it's like tuning into a heavy metal station on the radio and expecting to hear country music. So in order to have good things and be noticing of good things, it's a reflection of what is inside of you and what you keep repeating to yourself over and over and over again, all day and all night. So if you want your point of attraction to change, and I didn't say that you have the capacity to change your point of attraction, but you have to want to. You have to be aware first that you do have this power. You are so powerful. And what is coming into your life right now, whether you like it or you don't like it, is something that you sourced for yourself in one way or another. And I know that it's harsh, and there are always outliers. There are always unusual things that don't fit into the perfect box. But we are talking in generalities here. So we have the power to influence, at least to influence our life experience with our attitude, with our beliefs. So the first thing is to be aware. Be aware of what you are focusing on. What beliefs are you holding? And sometimes it's not so easy to become aware of these things. And that's where a good coach can come in. Because as the coaching conversation moves along, things are uncovered that we had no idea were even there, that you have carried your whole life and you didn't even know what it was. And those things, those messages that we are telling ourselves without even knowing it, those are the things that are controlling our lives right now. And when those things come to light, when they reach the surface, then we can look at them and say, is this true? And is this something that is helping me? Is this something that is making my life better? And do I have to hold on to it? And then you can make the choice and say, well, this belief that I have is not true and it's not helping me. So then we are in a position to change it. So the first is to be aware that we have these kind of programs running in the background of our lives. And not only that, it also takes up so much of our energy. The thought process, those negative thoughts, the way we often beat ourselves up, they suck the life force out of us. So if we can become aware of them and slowly, little bit at a time, let go of those things, our lives will change. Another reason why we often attract the wrong people is because those people are meant to teach us a lesson. So instead of getting bogged down in the I'm unlucky, life sucks, I'll never find someone, and then we have the evidence of that relationship and say, look what this happened to me, I met this person, then we have evidence to plead our case of why our life sucks so bad and we are so worse off than everybody else on the planet. We come with our evidence and we say, you see, my life sucks. I want to say to you, cut that out. That experience that you are judging as negative came into your life, and did it suck? Yes, it did. But you're not the only one with sucky experiences. Everyone has bad experiences at one point or another. The goal of those experiences, why those things come into our lives, is so that we can learn from it, so that we can do it better the next time. So the next time we are in a situation that we are faced with a similar thing, we can say, aha, instead of saying, see, all men are alike, la, 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 this happened to me before and it's happening to me again. You can say, aha, this has happened to me before, and I am not going to get into a relationship with this type of person again. I'm going to walk away before I'm in the position to be hurt. Then we are able to recognize that this is not for me early on and move on and look for something different. And every experience, every point of attraction that we have is designed to show us what we want and what we don't want. So a negative experience is important and powerful. It's not there just to stab you in the heart. It's there to teach you, aha, this happened. And this is something that I don't want. So it's the contrast. It's the contrast between what you don't want. Knowing what you don't want often helps you to better understand what it is that you do want. So it is a matter of how we frame things for ourselves. Do we just victimize ourselves and say, my life just sucks? I am just unlucky. Good things will never happen to me. My God, makes me sad. Just saying it out loud. The more we say that to ourselves, the more we feel terrible and the more we kill our own motivation. So much of it is not that the world is victimizing us and sending us the same kind of type of person, the wrong person over and over again, but we are victimizing ourselves. And once we see it, we can stop it. So that awareness is so powerful. And I'm not here to be mean to you. Everybody does it. Everybody does it at some point or another. But we don't have to do it forever. We are powerful. And isn't it better? Isn't it better to look at yourself as a person who is powerful as opposed to a person who is a victim? I'm going to look for these two studies that I've read recently, and I'll try to post them for you, or maybe we can come back to them, because it was a very, very important topic, which I wasn't going to talk about today, but I want to share it with you anyway. One is, how do you, they did a study that they took people and they told them every day, they had them repeat, "It's too late. I missed out. I missed my opportunity." And the study said that in 3 days, the people that repeated this mantra lost their will to live. So they literally talked themselves into feeling terrible. And the opposite is also true. So you want to feel good? Say to yourself every day, and it was studied, I'm not making it up, every day you say to yourself, "I am powerful. I am powerful. I have the ability to create my own life experience. I am powerful." And every time you're feeling defeated and frustrated, remind yourself, "I am powerful." Now look at how these two things feel just when you say them. And who do you want to be? Do you want to be the person that is too late, that missed out, that should just crawl under their bed and die because they missed everything in life? Or do you want to be in the position of power? Do you want to be in the power position? Have we missed out on some things in life? Sure. But that doesn't mean that there are not different and even better opportunities on our horizon. But we have to go into it with a hope and a power. How do you kill someone? You take away their hope. When you have hope, and this is also proven, when you have hope, you can endure, unfortunately or fortunately, I don't even know, circumstances that regular people like us will never have to face. One of the most famous psychiatrists in modern times, Dr. Viktor Frankl, was a Holocaust survivor. And there is no condition more extreme than that. I can confidently say that no one listening here has ever had an experience, and God willing will never have an experience that even approaches that level of horror. But he said, if you can find a reason, if you can find a why to live, you can overcome any circumstance. So if he can do it, so can we. Another illustration of hope, a study that I was reading, they took a mouse, a poor little mouse, and they put him in water, and he water that was too deep for him to stand in. And he paddled and paddled. And after 15 minutes, he was exhausted and died. They took another poor little mouse, they put him in water. And at the 12 or 13-minute mark, at the mark when he was ready to just be exhausted and die, they took him out of the water, gave him a little rest, and put him back in. That same mouse was able to tread water for many hours after that break. Why? Because now that mouse had hope. He had hope that he could make it out. And that hope gave him the strength to move forward. So I want to say to you, don't take your own hope away from you. No matter where you are, no matter how many poor relationships or poor experiences you have had, there is always hope for better in the future. So don't deprive yourself of that hope, because that is what gives us the strength to move forward and to do better. So this is something so powerful, that hope that is inside of us, that understanding of how powerful we are. This is what makes us great human beings. This is what helps us to achieve wonderful and amazing things in life. If you are constantly telling yourself negative things about yourself, if you're constantly saying, I'm not smart, I'm unlucky, this would only happen to me, guess what? Those things become true for us. So do you want this to be your truth? Can you imagine what life would feel like if you woke up in the morning and you had hope? If you woke up in the morning and said, today is going to be a great day. Today, I expect miracles to enter into my life experience. How different does that feel? And don't you think that your day is going to unfold differently? And that is how we change our point of attraction. We stop telling ourselves that negative story of how unlucky we are, of how powerless we are, of that we lost our opportunity and I had this chance and I lost it. Instead, we remind ourselves constantly and continuously how powerful we are. And just like that, we can say, I am powerful. This person that I had a bad experience with entered into my life to teach me something. And when we learn the lesson, it doesn't need to happen anymore. We will continue to attract the same thing until we learn the lesson. Once you learn the lesson, you will no longer need to attract that anymore. Lesson learned, you move forward. I hope that this makes you feel good. You know, every Wednesday after I do the live here, I feel energized because it feels so good. It feels good to talk about being powerful. It feels good to talk about being happy. And I had a client say to me recently, I'm so sorry. You must be so frustrated with me that I keep kind of talking about the same thing over and over again. And she said, it must be so draining for you. And I kind of laughed and I said, you know what? I don't feel drained after our session together because I actually feel good. Because if I am able to make you feel better just a little bit, just a tiny bit, if we are able to take one step forward, and I believe that we do, and I know that we do, regularly we take steps forward, and all of a sudden we find ourselves in a new place. And that, for me, is very, very energizing, and it feels really good. So if this resonates with you and you are ready to stop repeating the same patterns, if you are ready to move forward and let go of the things that are holding you back, I have a few spots available for one-to-one coaching. Thank you so much. Take care, guys. Thank you for joining today's episode of Journey to Lasting Love. If you felt a connection with what we shared here today, visit tshaycoaching.com for resources, blogs, and coaching options custom designed to take you from where you are to the place you dream of being. Join our Facebook group to connect with others or find inspiration on YouTube and Instagram. If you're ready for a personalized touch, you can book a call with me directly on the website to see what this is all about. Until next time, be kind to yourself and keep moving forward on your path to lasting love.